Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. G here. How's everyone doing today? Happy Saturday. Sorry, I'm still early setting up some stuff, so but yeah, happy Memorial Day weekend. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday. Today I want to do some Polestar news. Not too much new stuff that's came out recently, but they did release a new presentation yesterday, I believe. So I want to go over some of the changes on that. And I do have some few other things that I want to share with you guys as far as like the presentation, and then as well, Greg actually showed me the Fintel, which is something that we haven't really talked about in a while. So I do want to do a quick walkthrough to some of the institutional filings, and then we'll also take a look. Oh, Greg said he's gonna try to join bet. So, and then I also want to look at the options flow for just July and June. Not really too concerned for the Junes, or not too interested in the Junes, since I believe the chain expires the 17th, and the merger's not till 2022 or the 22nd. So, yeah, if anything, I would be looking at the July calls. But yeah, I guess we can. I was gonna wait a little bit, see if people want to show up. If not, I think mostly everyone's probably either what you would call it, traveling or doing some Memorial Day stuff. I didn't expect this one to be too long of a stream, and I'm gonna try to just stay focused on Polestar. But I do want to talk about what my plans are for, I guess, the timeline going into merger, and that's really related to the stock market. So I guess overall, I want to just what's the word? See how the market performs, and I'll share some technicals on stuff that I'm watching, and then we can go from there. So I guess we can start with the sectors. So I'm going to unusual whales, but if you guys are excited for the merger, do me a favor and hit the like button for me. Everyone's pretty excited. It's the big catalyst that everyone's waiting for. And really, until then, there's not going to be much news, I don't think. Not as big as that, right? But yeah, if you guys, because it's finally a relief, I would say. We really didn't know. There was like, always estimates or ideas of when the merger would be announced and stuff, but that's finally out of the way. So, yeah, it's not something people have to worry about anymore. I want to take a look at the sectors because, like I said, I think Polestar is really going to be affected by how the market is performing. And Friday we had a really good day. Thursday I think was the start of a pivot going back into the upside. And if you can see, consumer discretionary is probably, because I already organized this by the biggest percentage gain, and consumer discretionary was up 3.43%. By the way, this is the Unusual Whales platform if you guys are interested in them. I will post the link for this. Excuse me, but you actually have a 15% off right now. They're doing, and if you guys want to support the channel, you can use my promo code, or you can use my link here. But yeah, definitely take advantage of that because this sale doesn't really happen much. So I'll post it in the chat if you guys are interested. But basically, they have tons of tools for trading and stuff. You can go to news, you can do watch list and everything, but the main thing here is the consumer discretionary. So if you guys don't know what the consumer discretionary is, we can actually Google that, but it's really let's see, if consumer is basically stuff that people don't really need. What, did I not spell that right? Consumer, sorry, I'm still waking up, you guys, so I was talking to some of the, I don't even know how to spell it right now. Let me go back. Discretionary. Okay. Yo, Joe is just joined the consumer. You can, don't put your trust in me because I can't spell. But yeah, consumer discretionary is just the goods that you don't really need, so considered non-essential. They're desirable. So just to break down, so what does that tell us as the market? So usually if like we're in a tough economy and stuff, which we are, but I think in the short term, this could be like a short-term rally, and it shows like there's no fear in the market if people are buying discretionary stuff, right? So I'm just gonna expand that. Some of the tickers on here are Amazon, Tesla, Home Depot. I think is more of a like a boomer stock, safe stock. So I don't know really know if that one's there, but yeah, like Nike's a perfect example. You don't really need to go buying shoes, right? So McDonald's is kind of boomer stock. I don't know if they should be on there, but yeah, Airbnb's discretionary. That's more of a desire. It's kind of a travel and all that. So yeah, what this tells me though is that if people are willing to like, or the market is performing good for discretionary, it's showing us that people are willing to buy stuff or non-essentials, right? And if you take a look at the staples here down here, these are the essentials, consumer staples. So that's going to be like your Coke, your Costco, Walmart, and so it looks like there's a rotation going from like the safe stocks going over to like more discretionary and technology, because these two have been pretty much beat down for a while. Excuse me. So this is just showing us that there's no fear in the market right now. So this could provide a short-term rally. Long-term, I think the economy's pretty shitty right now, and it's gonna get worse. But this could perform a short-term rally, which is perfect for Polestar's timeline because, like I said, our merger is gonna be next month. And if the market does continue to uptrend, then hopefully we can get some FOMO. You know, people start buying back in. But if things change from now until the merger date, people are scared to buy, then we probably keep trading around 10, right? So that's just something to think about. But I wanted to share this because everything on the market was green on Friday. Huge day for SPY, and like I said, the leader was the discretionary. But if you guys have any more info or just input, definitely put it in the chat. But I wanted to cover that because Polestar can definitely pivot off of that and piggy right off of that. That's what I'm saying. Joe says, what are we thinking about the merger? What price? I'm thinking about maybe 30. Yeah, so that's gonna kind of go hand in hand with this, right? I definitely think the first price target is gonna be that $12. Well, first of all, getting above 11, right? Because that's gonna show the change in uptrend, and then 12.30, I believe, 12.40. We can look at the chart in a bit, and then 15. And Joe's, but yeah, I do like Polestar right now, especially with the market actually rebounding and everything. But we were looking at some of the filings also as well. There's a lot of puts for some reason going into June and then July, so we'll take a look at those in just a bit. And something I'm looking at is natural gas. I'm taking a serious look at cold. Yeah, we looked at that one last time. I think you were telling me something about code, but I think the code one, let me go ahead and pull up some charts. And yeah, that's the discretionary. Let's look at, I got TradingView. So for those that are joining late, we're gonna do some Polestar news. Just they did an update on the presentation, which kind of just want to cover. I kind of went through the presentation. There's not too much changes, so I just kind of highlight the changes there. And we'll also take a look at the options flow with unusual whales. And like I said, they're doing 15% off. I posted the link up there. And what else are we going to do? We're also going to take a look at some institutional filings. So yeah, I think we should have a short stream, just a few different things. And then I was actually looking at Fisker earlier because there was a comment somewhere saying that they believe in the company. Don't really know where I stand with Fisker. What do you guys think about Fisker? Let me know in the comments too. But yeah, if you guys don't mind just hitting the like button for me, showing me if you guys are excited for Polestar. I like to cover this one a lot for you guys. And seems like a very solid company in my opinion. So do appreciate all the support you guys give me. Let me go ahead and pull up GGPI's chart, and I'll kind of line up some of the stuff that I was talking about earlier with as far as the market. Probably we should look at the market first. Let's take a look at the market. So this was a big critical line or resistance here, the 412. I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but that was a line that I was really watching to, you know, continue this uptrend. I believe, I know there's like a resistance here around 17, but I really think that short-term trend is going to keep going up to 420 just for the memes, right? But possibly depending how we react on 420, right here around this level here, and somewhere around this range, I think this is going to be the top, at least in the short term, and then probably continue back down, and then maybe we can push forward to this higher high 460. But we'll kind of, gauge that when we get there. The main thing is we did really like a triple bottom down at this level here. This is the SPY, by the way. This is the indexes. It's not really technology and stuff. It's just, what you guys know what the SPY is, right? But, oh, 12, I'm saying the price has to be closer. I keep telling you we are in a super cycle. Yeah. Yeah, elaborate more on the super cycle. Joe, what do you think everyone's doing right now as far as switching the cycles? I know you're switching from oil to natural gas, I think you told me. Let's see, 12, I'm saying the price has to be closer to Rivian and Lucid prior to their current market downtrend. Yes, so I think right now we're going to be at 20 billion market cap. Why am I doing that? Rivian is really a different sector because they have trucks. We don't really have trucks or SUVs. It's still in the same automotive industry. What's the market cap? Their market cap's 27. So if you were to compare it to Rivian, we'd have, I'd say like, what is that? About 40% upside from 20 to 27. And then Lucid, definitely comparing it to Lucid. Lucid actually looks bullish now. I think we talked about this one last week or on our last stream. Basically in this downtrend and breaking out of this, this resistance that it's been battling for a while. So if it can get back above 20, then it probably will go back up to $25, $26, at least 24, I would say, especially with the market being so strong right now. I think just we've had so many red weeks of, was it like 7 days, 6 days, or I'm sorry, 7 weeks, 7. My English sucks, by the way, sometimes. Fisker, nope. Oh yeah, I don't really like Fisker, but someone was telling me that they believe in it, and I was looking at some other stuff, and yeah, it's not too impressive. Especially not when there's so many other companies out there right now. Like, I would understand if it was like the only public electric vehicle competitor to Tesla, but you got so many options right now. It's like, why pick Fisker, So that's just my opinion though. Lucid, I was gonna say the market cap for Lucid is 33, so that's about what, like 60%. I'm not great at math. Joe's the math guy here. So, then we can actually do that math really quick. It'd be 13 divided by 20, 65%, yeah. So we'd have about 65% upside because GGPI will have a 20 billion market cap. If you guys want to, get to, and we can actually probably just do the Excel sheet that I show with you guys all the time. You guys probably get bored of that one, but I'm going to share it anyway. Oh, shoot. This is just gonna find the file. I got a whole bunch of stuff on here. So jump in on cold. It's cheap now. Damn, demand is going to skyrocket come winter. Yeah, not switching. I'm still holding oil UCO, but natural gas is the next European. It's heavy dependent, and they're moving away from Russian natural gas, right? So one thing about that, like I want to do natural gas, but I just don't understand this one. Are you going long on this or are you going short? Because I think cold was pro ultra shares, short, ultra short. Isn't it a short to natural gas? Like, that's the only thing. Like, I'm bullish. I'm being bullish on natural gas, right? So United States Natural Gas Fund has been uptrending, but the one that you mentioned for me was COLD or KOLD. So I don't understand. Are you buying puts on this or are you buying calls? Because this is short natural gas, so it's the only thing that was confusing for me. But yeah, I do agree with the demand and stuff going up. Yes, long. Okay, so this is gonna switch. I'm confused on this one. Hopefully you can help me elaborate on that, but if not, it's all right. I do want to do the chart comparison, right? So let me see if we can do some quick stuff really quick. I'm gonna try to get the prices for some of the stocks. I should have probably updated this before I went live. My bad, you guys. So this is the Excel sheet that you guys would probably get bored of. Oh, one thing, I don't know if you guys saw, but Ford actually delivered their first Ford delivery car to their F-150 to their customer. before Tesla, which was actually pretty neat. Ford, we're gonna do Ford's price right now. I'm gonna try to get the market cap again because this, I don't update this regularly, so I'm gonna do this really quick. But yeah, Ford is bullish. I like Ford. NIO, I like NIO too a lot actually, because they just announced, again, I don't cover these too much, but NIO I do kind of follow a little bit. They opened, or they're looking for job openings in California, so they're trying to get their what would it say, they're trying to get their manufacturing stuff going here so they can start their market here. But I was reading, NIO only has like 2 different markets that they participate in, so they're like more of a regional market, as so is Lucid, but the only 2 global ones are still Polestar and Tesla, because they have, I don't know, like what, 15 markets that they go in. They just have cars all over the place. Oh, 759, never mind. I was telling someone that they had they closed over 800. That's my bad, you guys. So this is just calculating some of the market cap for us. Wait, why did it do 900? Is that right? Yeah. Is this math right? Yeah, it's right. I don't know, for some reason the shares don't make sense to me. It's all right. 759.63. Okay. And then Lucid's gonna be what? I think it had like a 33.19. Yeah, so everything's kind of stayed. It's like we had a huge dip, but everything's rebounding to their previous prices. Canoe is not a great one. I think Canoe would be one that would just be really like an acquisition target. I don't think it would be sustainable on its own. Rivian is still overvalued, but I am starting to like it a little bit more now because, and yeah, Fisker, I'm not a big fan of Fisker. I was telling that guy and he was getting mad at me, so it is what it is. You can only do so much for people, or just try to give them your opinion. So right now we got the market caps here, 32 billion for Lucid, comparing it to Rivian, only 27 billion. Is that right? I think we saw something different. No, yeah, that's right. So Polestar is right now at 15. We're at like what, 10, 20 something? Let me make sure. I should probably do this updated before I go live so you guys can get a better idea. If we were to merge right now, we'd have a 21 billion, almost 22 billion. Comparing that to Lucid, which I believe we should have a bigger market cap just because of revenue and everything else. So let's just give ourselves like $15. Then we'd have about 32. So yeah, definitely 15. And I think Joe was right on that. He was saying $15. Is that right? No, he said 12. Oh, it has to be closer to Rivian and Lucid prior to their current market downtrend. Oh, that would be much higher though, wouldn't it? So before the actual downtrend, Lucid was around $30, wasn't it? Up here, like 22. We could actually slap that on here really quick, see if we can get, if this one was to go back to 20, which I think $24 is what people value it at right now, like just in the holders and stuff. So 39 billion. Then I would say 17, maybe $18. That would make sense, right? So I could see Polestar at $15, $18 range if Lucid can go back up to 24. And that's just comparing them, you know, apples to apples, right? Like as far as market cap. Obviously, I think I value GGPI a little bit more. So I would say the market cap for this one would be not a 2 to 1, but more like a 1.3 to 1, so like a 1.3 ratio to Lucid. So let's say, for example, this one's worth, let's just say this one's worth 40 billion market cap. Let's just try to get it up to 40 billion. 41, so 2450, about 20. So let's say Lucid's at 2450, and let me know if the font is seeable. If you guys can see. If not, I can zoom back in. I just don't want to zoom in too much because I still want to show you guys the price to sales. Okay, yeah, so 2450 Lucid. What do you guys think? Let's say 2450, 40 billion market cap. Polestar, I would value it at, let's say, like a 1.3 to Lucid. So 40 times 1.3 would be like 52. Sheesh. Okay. Let's just, you know, we're being conservative. So about 25. Yeah, that makes sense too, right? Wait, yeah. They should be trading around the same, I would think. If they're trading around the same, it would give GGPI a higher market cap, but I think GGPI deserves it. You know what I mean? Polestar deserves it because even though they did cut down their guidance for this year, they're staying strong with their guidance for the next 3 years. So, hey bro, thanks for your live feed. Got 24,000 GGPI shares, bro. I'm ready. Hey, let's go. I like to size people up, so you guys know I gotta do my quick math. So what's your average? Now you don't have to tell me your average, but it's too much information. Let's just size him up really quick. We're talking about he's got 250,000, bro. Crazy. He's got $250,000 in GGPI, which is insane. So I think in the long term, I think he's a winner. In the short term, there's gonna be there could be a $8 opportunity. There could be just more upside. I'm not a genius and I'm not a fortune teller, so please don't take none of my stuff as advice. Your math on point today. Thank you, Joe. I've been watching some of the videos, you know what I mean? GGPI has much higher revenue. I agree, yeah. So like, and we can actually go through I promise the presentation. There's some changes in the presentation. Well, we'll keep that data Excel sheet up out there, but then we can refer back to it. But yesterday, let's see, what was it? We had some current reports, 8K filings. Most of this stuff, like the 26th, 25th stuff, is just related to different filings for that announcement for June 22nd. And merger perceptions, and this last 8K was related to the new presentation, which I'm going to try to zoom in so you guys can actually get a pretty good idea, or make sure you guys can read it. This one's for May 22nd. This one just came out. By the way, I put this thumbnail as a just kind of like a generic update. So if you guys want to talk about anything else related to Polestar, pretty much I've covered most of everything. I mean, whenever it came out, I would try to make a video on it or a live stream. So I'm just gonna scroll really quick through all this small fine detail and stuff. And actually, I might need to zoom out so we can see. But yeah, I've covered most of all the information, and you guys can check out my videos or some of their press releases. But Polestar is really doing good. And we did talk about that store stuff too last time. And I actually remember I said that Polestar really didn't have any partnerships. I went back to their website. They actually do have a few partnerships. I'm gonna diverge again to a different point, but yeah, just so I can show you guys. They have a few other partners that I didn't actually think about, and you can actually just go here, and where was it? I found it somewhere. Was it news? I'll have to find it, but there was a place where I saw like a couple partnerships. Let's just go to, I have to look for it, but they have like, they're like a scooter, electric scooter and stuff. I saw it, but I might not be able to find it anymore. Dang it. Yeah, if you guys want, check out the website. There's a few things that I saw on here that, oh, there it is, partnerships. I didn't see it. Yeah, they have a few partnerships I didn't know. And I'm sure StoreDot will go on here soon once they get that all finalized and stuff. But obviously, Google's biggest partnership, a selection of our partners from Polestar. Cake is an electric scooter. This one I think was related to their trying to do the green stuff for crypto and stuff. And then it looks like this is like with the suspension, Balenciaga. You already know what that is, my boy. So, just fashion and everything. And then I didn't actually finish going through this one. We can just click on it and see what it is. Might be more interior stuff. Visionary brands. Okay, so more like Balenciaga, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and just, I guess, materials probably. But yeah, just kind of diverged a little bit, my bad. But I wanted to kind of elaborate on that. So this is the March 22 presentation. The differences in here are going to be the revenue. The main thing that I saw was going to be the revenue, and we can actually go to those slides. I'm going to go ahead and slide this down. So none of this, all this stuff was, same stuff you guys can go through. They didn't really change much except like the images. They started including the precept, but as far as like numbers, and I guess nothing really needed to change. They did add these foot headers or these header footers notes to the bottom. But I don't think they really needed to change too much just because outside of 2022, most other targets are still in, on target. So they didn't really do anything. And actually, before we go to those numbers, this is a really good example of just the market in general. But let me read some comments really quick. GGPI has much higher revenue. Right. I agree. GGPI is in a much better position. Yes. Me too. I think the only thing is the cash balance, but yeah, I think Lucid has a really good balance sheet. I'm not sure how much money they've raised. They've done a lot. And if you guys can just do me a favor and hit the like button if you guys support Polestar and the channel, I'd appreciate that so we can get this out to other viewers later. Shane said 1035. Okay, I think that's the price that he was mentioning. I feel it will peak around 19. Yeah, I think so too. I'm going to diverge again so we can look at the chart. So Lucid looks bullish now, like we talked about, but we're talking about Polestar. So yeah, I think, should we look at the chart? I think once we get outside of this $11 range, we'll have more breathing room, back up to $12, $12.40, like $12.40. And then really our targets, I mean, we've got a lot of space out here, so what, $14.50, almost $15, $14.50, $16. And then after that, there's really no resistance. So yeah, I would say $15 is going to be a strong resistance. It's got those wicks, but nothing like really closed above 15. So most of the body candles are like down here around like 1460 and close to 15. So most of the action is going to be there. And obviously, you do have a lot of support down here too, so let's not forget about 13. Really incremental, I guess, really incremental levels, you would say. 11, 12, 13, 15. But after that, I mean, yeah, I think it'll cap out around $18, $19. So, GGPI deliveries will be ahead of Lucid and Rivian for a couple of years. Right, yep. And, yeah, I was looking at the markets just to go back to that presentation. Sorry, I don't know which tabs are the right ones. But yeah, just looking at the breakdown of like the landscape for EVs. The two big names out there are Tesla and Polestar. And a funny thing, or it's not funny, but a really cool thing, like I was watching some TV and I saw a Hertz ad already. And it's the Tom Brady ad. Let me see if I can find it. But usually that ad, it was like Tom Brady walking over to a charger and there were tons of Teslas behind it. Well, now they have an ad with Tom Brady and there's like tons of Polestars behind it. So I don't know if you guys have seen that ad yet, but it's actually pretty cool. Maybe I can find it. I'm just gonna do Tom Brady Polestar and see if it pulls up. And I might need to go to YouTube to do it, but we'll play it on mute so that way my video doesn't get copyrighted or whatever. Let's see if I can find it really quick for you guys. Polestar or Tom Brady or Hertz. Let's just do Hertz ad. If I can find it, I'll share it with you guys. I might not be able to find it. I just saw it recently, so I don't know if, I mean, I would assume they would already have it out in the social media, but you never know. Let me read some more comments. GGPI's deliveries will be ahead of Lucid. You're right. And even though, okay, so one thing I want to clear, like Polestar did cut down their deliveries and expectations for this year. They're not the only automaker that did that, right? So Lucid, they've had so many recalls. Recently, they did like 1,500 recalls. Isn't that the entire deliveries they've done? Let me look. Sorry, I'm all over the place, guys. So I might need to talk slower. The Lucid recalls, they did like 1,500 recalls or something, like just a few days ago. Yeah, see, here we go. Lucid recalls all of its 2022 Air DVs due to wiring issues. That's insane. Like, so basically they have no vehicles out there right now. Isn't that crazy? So I don't see like I don't see this scale of problems with Polestar. I mean, they've already, first of all, they're already mass producing, right? They've already expanded their markets. They're already pushing these things out like crazy. And yeah, but yeah, it's awesome to stay in the loop with like all the electric vehicle sector and stuff. So I mean, I just think it's neat. It's not even like a chore for me. I don't know if it feels like a chore to you guys, but I actually enjoy reading this stuff and just reading about this stuff. So GGPI deliveries, right, my bad. I keep reading the same one. My bad, Shane. Guys, so KET talk GGPI again, question after the merger one. I forgot what that one meant. KETD talk GGPI again, question after the merger. Plus will be y'all be taking profits. Okay. I'm confused, Joe. Help me out here. So you think, I think people will take profits around 20. But I think that's like with any day traders, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a smart thing because you never know, you know? And you can always have, if it's gonna, I don't think it's a terrible thing. I think it's normal, and I think just come to expect it, you know? It's better to expect it than be surprised that people are gonna hold forever. But yeah, plus will y'all be taking profits? Oh, you're asking about profits. Yeah, I think some people will be taking profits. Just because, not because Polestar is a bad company, but I would say just because of the market situation, like recessions, you know, in the books, you know, not in the books, it's like, it's something that's circulating and people are scared. Like right now we might have a short-term rally, but you know, I'm thinking recession, not recession, but like stock market, like bear market continues going well into like the third and fourth quarter. Personally, I don't know. I'm not an economics. I just do this for fun. So I'll be taking profits because prices will fall. Yeah, I think so too. But that doesn't mean Polestar won't continue to work on deliveries, because I think there's like two stories here. Like us as investors, we like the company and we have different goals. Like we want to make money, but we also want to invest. From the company's point of view, not Lucid's point of view, but GGPI, their point of view is to catch up to Tesla or compete with Tesla. I don't really think that their goal, I'm sure that their goal is to make the investor happy, but their mission is to electrify, you know, the US and so many other markets. Oh, Joe says not sure what I'll do. Should I take profits? I do have options. Um, I don't know. I have plans myself, so I have plans to get some options. I think I told you guys when I'm getting options. I played options right before Super Bowl, and I made some profits there, so I was feeling good on some options for GGPI, but I want to do it again. And I think, when did I say? It's going to be like a week before, like probably the 14th or 15th when I'll start getting some options. I'll definitely be doing the July ones. Obviously the Junes expire that week as well, so I guess those are the only ones I can really play. But yeah, I'll be looking at options like early Monday, 13th to the 15th. I'll be looking at positioning to get some of that. I feel like right now we have like 2 weeks with like sideways trading, some kind of like really not really much going on, not much volume. People still trying to figure out the market, and if rally does continue, then I mean price could start moving up as early as like the 6th of June. Also talking about the market, I think that, I don't know, did I show you guys the levels to watch? I think I did. I'm gonna go over them really quick just because I want to add something else. Yeah, definitely watch the 420. Where's that at? Well, this was the main level, the 412, but the 420 is up here. Where's it at? Here. Definitely watch that level, but well, 20 to 27. I know it's a big range, so it's not really accurate. But I think Monday will probably continue to rally just because usually like a long weekend, people want to get back into a groove of things and start trading. You know, you got that itch, you know, you got to get your fix of trading. But I think people, if there's like no bad news as far as like Russia and stuff, then I would suggest a green day going into Monday. Plus, we are above the monthly, so that's bullish. One thing though, we are starting a new month, so I think the first 2 weeks of June will continue to go up. It could be where it's now in this range here, where we're trading between 410 and 420 or 426, kind of in between here. I don't think we come back down here unless like, well, we could come down here, but I think it would be like June 15-ish, because I think Jerome Powell speaks or has FOMC meetings that day. I'll have to go back and look at the events. But yeah, just a few things. I think we're going to be trading around this range, around 410, 427. And sorry it's such a huge range, but you can see that that's the same thing that really happened down here. We were trading in this 410 and 390 range for a while, right? So I think if there's more uncertainty, we could do that around here too. But the overall trend is going to be higher, I would say. Unless like June 15, Jerome completely bombs it, then we'll probably come back down here. And at that point, I'm not sure what to think, because I think the market crash will probably come around like Q3, Q4, and Trippy kind of, one of the guys in my Discord, he kind of thinks the same way. He's an AMC ape though, so there's always a little bit of conspiracy theory with all that thesis. So yeah, enough of me diverging though. You guys let me know your thoughts on the market. Where do you guys think everything's going? This is the OBV. You can see the OBV. This is the volume indicator. For me, it's like a leading indicator. You can already see we're breaking out of this. Our next level is like around this level. So definitely got some room as well. I don't know. This is good stuff to talk about, I think. Talking about the market. But we can go back over to some Polestar stuff. Where were we at? We were talking about Lucid recalls. So yeah, terrible for Lucid. But regardless of this bad news, Lucid could still go because of their investor base. All they do is buy. They don't know how to sell. Kind of like the AMC movement. They just buy stuff. But yeah, the notice states that 1,100 potential cars were affected. That means that Lucid, having delivered less than 1,000 today, like they've only delivered 1,000 vehicles from last December or last November. So yeah, I'm not talking bad on Lucid, but I'm just glad we don't have, you know, press releases that come out like that for Polestar. So be happy about that. And then I guess we'll kind of move back over to, I have option calls, so I'll cash. Yeah, I'm gonna read some comments real quick. So I'll cash in on those and use that cash to buy more shares as the fallen price post merger. Yes, that's a good point too. I think after the merger we could have like a dip, and actually I guess we could take a look at this. I was looking at some options flow, which again I'm gonna plug in the Discord, the link, because they have a really good sell right now. They're doing 15% for the weekend for their platform and stuff. You guys should definitely take advantage of it, and it'll help my channel as well. But just use the promo code option spike. It's or you can use the link that I showed you guys. But I saw some orders that were coming in here for GGPI. Let's take a look. I already hearted them, and we just gotta find GGPI. So I hearted a few. I hearted the 7.5s for June 17. People are buying some of these and they're selling calls. So they're actually buying a lot of these. I mean, this is $700. It's not a lot, but they're buying 50, they're buying 30. Just a few different sizing orders that came in, and they're also I guess buying calls too. But I think a lot of the activity for options has been just selling premium and collecting premium since the stock was really going sideways. But yeah, we can talk more about that in just a little bit. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Joe was talking about the post-merger dump. Yeah, there could always be that possibility. Because, and I talked about this in one of my last streams, but DCFC is like a company I really like a lot, and actually had a really good day on Friday. This one ended up merging like January 12th, and before the merger it actually dropped down to like $8.50. So there could be a possibility. That's why I said Polestar could come down to 8, and I think people would probably load up on it at that price for sure. So definitely keep some money around for you know, possibility of $8. It could either come after the merger or it could come before. That's just something to watch. And yeah, so definitely keep cash. Like Joe, he says he's gonna have some cash ready for it. I'm gonna go back to the presentation, and oh, and let me read one more comment from Shane. I will be taking profit as soon as it peaks. The share price will follow Lucid and Rivian. It will peak, then fall back. Right. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, obviously this is a great example of the leaders, the global leaders. Let me go ahead and show you guys the differences though. None of these are differences as far as the presentation. This one came out like yesterday, and this one came out, but nothing really changed. The only thing that I saw that changed was going to be those deliveries. So if I can find them, I can share them with you guys. Oh yeah, and they updated the pictures, but that doesn't really matter too much. So this one is the volume by model in the thousands, so 50,000 for 2022. That's what basically the last press release was about. If you guys go back to the old one, we had 65,000 here. Okay, so initially that's the main thing, but you can also go further down and start looking at some of the revenues and stuff. So let me find a good slide and I can share that with you guys. None of the share distribution and all that really changed. We're still doing, we're still doing the $10, 21 or 2.1 billion, I believe it's what we're gonna have a 2.1 billion outstanding shares. So it's a lot of shares. That's why our enterprise value is gonna be so high. A lot of shares times the price is gonna give us a high market cap. So let me find a good slide with the numbers here. So these are just comparing. This is the old one, by the way. This is the March 2022. But this is the slide that I saw that was kind of in between. I wasn't really too sure if it's good or bad. I'm gonna just kind of compare them. And probably might be able to put them. So let me just go back. This is the May here. So we have all the numbers for 2021 now as compared to, you know, before when this barely came out. We had a non-A because we didn't really know if they were going to meet their 29K vehicles deliveries. So all these numbers were kind of like predictions and stuff. I think the one thing I noticed is that they did spend less money on either like marketing and stuff. So let me see if I can find it. It might be up in a different slide actually. Let me run back up here. Let's see where it's at. I saw that they spent less money on marketing, which is good. Research and developing. Yeah, so they spent 0.6 research and developing, cash spent, so 0.6 billion, so 600 million. Their anticipated spending was, I think, like it was higher. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading the wrong one. 0.4, so 400 million, and they only spent 0.2, 200 million. So that's good. They're spending less money on whatever they're doing. My bad. I was looking at 2022 year for some reason. And I was looking at this when I was asleep, halfway asleep. So, but anyway, that was the one thing I saw that changed was their spending, which is good. They didn't spend so much, so they have a little bit more cash. Whether they use it for something else, that's great. And let me see. The other thing that I did notice, this stuff's not good, but it's just gonna be reflective of them. What's up, Investing Monday? We think this is popping pre-vote date or post-merger. What do you think? I don't know. I'm still kind of waiting on the market, to be honest. I'm waiting to see how the market reacts post Memorial Day. I think we're gonna be green, but I think if stuff, because I don't really think we have big events going in June until we'll have a pretty chill week, I think. I think June 15, like I said, is the FOMC stuff. That's when we'll have some volatility. But until then, I think we'll have 1 or 2 weeks pretty chill, where things can just be chill. Unless there's like some big news that comes out from Russia and stuff, which the market kind of doesn't really care about the Russia stuff anymore. So wouldn't be too concerned. I think we can continue to go. And once people actually like don't have fear, they'll start going back into SPACs or whatever it is, especially since Polestar's more of a legit company than some of those pre-revenue ones. But you know, I'm a little biased there. A concern it won't run like Lucid. Yeah, I don't know. Lucid was going public in a different market, right? So everybody was just buying anything related to SPACs. They were like $10 to 20. You know, they were just pumping those things out, right? And now people are bag holding because, well, those that didn't take profits are bag holding. But CPI data comes out first week, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. We can actually pull that up really quick. Let's go to investing.com. Investing.com. We can go there. You can find the, I think, where is it at? I'm gonna have to find it really quick. Where is it at? News, economic calendar. There we go. We'll just look at US, because that's next week is the first, right? Does it come out next week? We'll take a look really quick. Now I just gotta do my filters. Where are my filters at? Okay, here we go. So we're gonna clear all the filters. We only care about US right now. And then we're gonna click submit. Okay, so these are gonna be for next week. Okay, so where's the date? May 30th. We're just gonna control find CPI. Or we can probably do consumer confidence, construction spending. That's gonna be big for like housing and stuff. Continuing jobless claims. So nothing on the first. I don't see nothing on the first. I mean, we can do CPI if you want, but I think they usually spell it out. Yeah, I don't think there's any CPI. Where's the FOMC? Okay, we'll have some FOMC meetings, and you guys can go to investing.com and check if you guys want to know what's going on. You guys can do what I just did. I'm not affiliated or anything. I'm just giving you guys some resources. There's a housing index coming in on Tuesday. Consumer confidence. I don't think there's any CPI. There's no consumer spending or nothing like that. I mean, if you guys see it, let me know. There's crude oil inventories. We'll get an update on crude oil imports. Are you guys bullish on oil and everything? I know Joe's bullish on oil. I'm not sure if he's still in here. Gasoline production. Man, June and July is going to get crazy for oil, gas, like commodities. I mean, shit's going to hit the fan, I think. I don't know. It's insane. It really is. If you guys go back to like historic levels for like just go to like a historic gas price across like the months, you'll see that June and July and August are usually like the most expensive on average. Okay. Invest Money said May 2022 CPI data are scheduled to be released June 10th. Oh, okay, so that'll be the week after this one. Thanks, man, for looking into that for us. Let's see. We might be able to pull it up on here too, just to be safe. Let's go to 6/10. I think it's, yeah, 6/10. Let me see if I can do 6/10. We should be able to find it now. Go, baby. Let's go. June 10 core CPI. There we go. Yeah, June Friday. That's weird. That's a weird day, isn't it? Doesn't this usually come out on a Wednesday? Yes, it's coming out on Friday. Tuesday, trade balance. Nothing really going on. Yeah, we have a pretty chill week next, or the week after this is going to be pretty chill, which is good for the market because no news is usually good news. So no Fed speakers or nothing is good, right? We're finally above some key levels as well. So market's looking strong, I think, in my opinion. What do you guys think? I'm not a financial advisor, so I want to hear both sides of this story. I would definitely keep an eye out on commodities. Oil is something we've talked about on the channel. Joe's brought it up. I've become an advocate for oil. So yeah, I like oil. It hasn't like, it's just been on an uptrend. I don't know if you guys follow Oxy. You could even look up BNO. I mean, we've charted this one for a while now. It's actually broken out. It's just insane. It's just crazy. Like, I appreciate Joe putting me on some oil game, right? Because I was sleeping on it. So I think Joe checked out already, but yeah. Anyway, oil's bullish. It's looking like it's coming back to 35. There's nothing stopping it. Like, the months ahead are going to be like super bullish for oil. So yeah, I think next week the market will pull back a bit from last week's rally. Oh, okay, let's take a look. And that could be possible too. We could come back and retouch that 412 level, which is right here. Yeah, because this is on a daily. We probably want to go to a smaller time frame. So we probably want to reclaim this monthly support here. So I mean, we could come back down here to like 410, 412, and then if we hold that, nothing comes out, we can continue pushing on. But yeah, it's not gonna be a straight shot, I don't think. There's definitely gonna be, you know, and like I said, we'll probably be in this range, in my opinion, 426, 410. That's just like the next range that we're in, honestly, because we've been trading on in this range for some time now, and now it's time to trade on this range, I believe. But the overall picture is higher highs, or, you know, on an uptrend. So it's not gonna be a perfect shot to the moon, but just a short-term rally, and then I'm still long-term bearish. So Q3, Q4, I'm gonna be bearish. So I think, yeah, it's so hard to know. It is, yeah, and these are just my ideas, and these are just Shane's ideas. So definitely look at your the chart on your own time, and also just kind of be responsive, be like agile. Like if something changes, don't stick to your stick to your plan, but things can change, right? So your plans can change, because nothing in the world's perfect, and nothing goes as planned, or mostly nothing goes as planned, at least not for me. So but one thing I just noticed is we are above the 200 moving average, so that's actually pretty bullish. It's on the 1 hour chart. I don't know if that shows up on the screen, but yeah, we're on the 1 hour chart, so that's actually pretty cool. By the way, I couldn't find the Hertz ad. I might have to look for it later. I'll post a link to it or something. But yeah, this is really good. I do like short-term, you know, early June short-term rally. I think we just been so beat down. Everyone's exhausted. Some people probably just stepped away, and that's really what the market makers want to do. It's just, you know, they like taking money from the retail. So that's sad, but that's how it's been. So should we go back to yeah, we haven't even covered the summaries and stuff. So one thing that I saw is their percentage did grow. This is 124. Oh wait, for this year. So their percentage here was not available, but their percentage was 185%. For this year, it's going to come down, right, from 65 to 50K. So their overall percent growth should come down. So from 124 down to 74%. That's one thing that I noted. And then I think the adjusted free cash, they're going to have less cash. They're going to be more in debt. They're going to have 1,700. This is going to be in millions, though, so definitely consider that. I think it's in millions. Let me make sure for you. Is there any little timestamp? Yeah, it's in millions here. So this will be 1.7 billion in debt. And then their expected was only like 1,600, almost 17. So it's not a big difference, but cash is going to be important with everything going up. And that's probably why their return is going to be less, because things are costing a lot more right now than they anticipated too. So the other thing that I saw, the cost of goods, this is like their vehicles, it looks like. It's 2,100, and like I said, they had 27 anticipated. So definitely go through the slides, like the difference. The one thing I will know is like 2023 and 2024, 2025, the next 3 years, these actually didn't change. So just example, quick rundown: 740, 160, 111, and their projected stuff is about the same. So it's just gonna be this hiccup this year. But like I said, it's across all the manufacturers and stuff. So wouldn't be too concerned. Everybody's going through it right now, and it's just part of the process. So I didn't actually go further into this. I think that's as far as the slides that I went into. So we can actually just go through, see if there's anything new on here. I don't really see anything, to be honest. And now, if I guess we could, I guess like I said, the only thing is they added these footnotes at the bottom, but as far as like everything else is in target. They haven't really shifted from too much except the deliveries. If anything, they've been doing really good with the marketing and expanding into other sectors, especially with like the store dot. They're investing in that. So yeah, I think that's neat. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys is something brought up by Greg. He's in the Discord. He shared with me some of the institutional stuff, which is something we haven't really looked at in a while. So I used to kind of share this on the videos, but I don't know, I didn't really find too much value because you don't really know when these are actually bought or purchased. But the thing that we were noting, and we can just kind of scroll down to the bottom, because I don't even remember the last time I covered this. There's a lot of puts. So Saba, as we saw these puts, and then we saw these 600. Oh, so let me make sure I explain this right. These are shares, by the way. So it would actually be this number divided by 100. So for example, Walleye Capital LLC, they bought this put. It's 63,000 shares. Oops, what did I just do? I don't know what I just did. Let me refresh it. Maybe we can get that back. Anyway, it's like 63,000 shares, right? But you divide that by 100 because the contract holds 100 shares. So it's only 630 contracts that they did that with. So it's not a huge, it is a huge position, but it's not as big as maybe it looks like initially. So that's just something I wanted to point out. What do you guys think? These guys are kind of wishy-washy though. Like they're kind of in the air. I'm not sure what they're doing. Like they're buying the puts here, but I think Greg said that they were buying not calls. They're actually buying shares. So I don't know what they're doing. It could just mean that they're short-term bearish and then they're long-term bullish. So there's that $8 possibility again where people are maybe stepping in to see more downside. I just, it's hard to tell, and like I said, I'm not a fortune teller, so you guys see anything in here? Oh, so let me give you guys the legend. Red means they closed the position, and then green means that they bought the position, and then white means that they already had that position. So it doesn't really, I don't know if this means they added more or is just an update on what they have. Invest Money said they're hedging their shares. Okay. Yeah, so like a funny or like a good story here. Like back then, like puts and calls were not a thing. It wasn't it wasn't a degen, it wasn't for people to trade. It was usually, these were actually implemented for people to like just as an insurance for their shares. So, traditionally like investors, they would buy their shares, buy and hold. But people did, earnings don't always go up, right? So they invented puts and calls, options, whatever, this whole method for a way for people to be able to hedge and that just reminds me of what Investment Money said. So yeah, puts were kind of invented for like insurance to the downside, but not necessarily selling their shares. So that's a good way to put it. What do you guys think? Hit the like button if you guys agree. So as far as institutions though, you can see Skyview Investment Advisors, 24,000 shares. These are just regular shares. The type is just shares. This is Magnetar. This one's one that we've talked about before. These guys were actually early investors in Lucid. I think we could even look for that name really quick. Let me find it. These guys invested in Lucid like way before it became a thing. Let me see if I can pull up an article for it. So it just shows there's bullish there, they believe in it, short term, long term. They believe in it at one point. So, and they still have their position there. So I don't know if you expand on it, I think it shows you their overall position. I may have shown this with you guys already. But they did sell out of their Lucid position and they bought the GGPI. So let's just see if we can sort this by I might not be able to. I'm gonna control find Gores. Let me see if I can find it. I don't see it. Do you guys see it? Gores, let me see if I can control find it. I don't see it. Oh, here we go. Finally, I got the thing to pull up. Gores. So they only have 92,000 shares. What are these here? What's this thing up here? It's not the big position as much as it used to be. Let me sort it out first. How about that? Shoot. Can I not sort this or what? Percent change. Let me screenshot this so we have the headings. I'm gonna slide that over and then we're gonna go back to GGPI. All right, so this is what it means. They did, what are they doing here? Current shares is this one right here, 92,000. Change percentage ownership. So they've decreased their position, it looks like. It's what they've been doing. That's alright. It's all good. They've been decreasing their position. I'm not sure, is that 42% or what? Anyway. I guess they're getting out of it slowly, or maybe... I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That's them, though. They invested in Lucid. But here, let me show you guys an article. See, this Magnetar cut stake in Lucid Group. This was from, like, early in January. 7th of January. So yeah, they invested in Polestar early before the huge run-up, and then they started cutting their stuff. I'm not saying the run is over for Polestar. I think they still see potential since they still have a position in it. Anyway, I think that's the only big one that I saw. Jane Street, I don't really know who they are, but they got 1 million calls, so that's what, 100,000 shares? Or 100,000. Just do some quick math real quick. 10,000, sheesh. That's it? 10,000 is a lot, though. They did a lot. They're doing a lot. And then these guys, I guess just a clear overview picture would be at the top, where you guys can see the amount of institutional shares. 21,000, 21% institutional value, like in dollar signs. 200. This is going to be in 1,000 percentage, so that would probably be what? The 10 million or 2 million? It would be times 1,000. 24 million. So they have like $24 million invested in Polestar. The institutionals are only 21% long, though. That's weird. I think this used to be higher. Oh no, the institutionals, there's total of 96 positions. 82% are long, 1 short. And then some guys are kind of in the middle. 13% or 13 institutions are in the middle with both long and short. So kind of like what invested money was saying, hedging and stuff. And it makes sense because you can either just hold your shares and then you can start selling your calls. Like I said earlier, you can just be doing the, selling your covered calls or selling your puts or whatever it is to buy more. If you sell puts and it comes down, then you would be responsible for those shares. So you would have to buy them, right? Is that right? Anyway, they're basically just collecting premium in the meantime. And like I said, the June option chain is probably going to be dead. I don't really anticipate it doing too much. But we're just going to keep looking at the sectors here. Sectors are green. You can just see, where's Tesla at? Tesla, was it 7% today? How much was it? Cute. But yeah, I think that's it. The consumer is the one that was up huge. Consumer discretionary, so just showing us there is positive momentum going into next week. There's not a lot of people that are bearish. Everything was really good, actually. Was there anything else I needed to look at? We're gonna reset. We're gonna spend a little bit of time on unusual wells, and this is gonna be unscripted, so we're gonna just go through it and see if we can find some option flows. See, so this is the first thing I'm looking at. The only thing I have on the filter is GGPI, but I'm gonna actually apply one of my filters, or we could just leave it off. Actually, let's just do no filters, right? We're just gonna search GGPI. We're gonna look at all the flow for GGPI that's coming in. The only thing is I do want to look at maybe date to expiration, so shorter term contracts if you guys want. Or we could just go by size. We could look at stuff by size. Do 15 size. So what's up, Jimmy Jean Baptist? He said big rally coming next week for the market or for Polestar, or for everything. Let's go up on this a little bit. Actually, I'm searching by 50 size. So they're buying $10 puts. They're selling $10 puts. So we might need to look at the volume on this. So they're already open. Like they basically doubled their puts. These are the $10 puts for June. There was like 3,400 contracts out there. There was like 58 volume. Was this on Thursday or Wednesday? Thursday. Oh, Jimmy says for the market. Yes, I think so too. I think the market's gonna keep going. There might be like small pullbacks, but the overall short-term trend is gonna be bullish. Like I think we retouch 420 just for the memes, you know. It just makes sense. There's no fear for real going on. But we talked about that. This is the, I don't know. That's just me though. You can see the puts are actually increasing. So GGPI $10 puts for June 17. There was 44,000 contracts. There was huge volume on Thursday, and those open contracts actually increased to about 7,000. And then on Friday they had about 2,800 contracts traded. So if this open interest continues to go up, I would think that they'll probably continue to hold GGPI under 10 or at 10 going into June. So I'm actually going to slap this one and add it to my watch list for Monday or for Tuesday when the data gets updated, because they're buying puts but they're selling puts. So we may need to just look at this chain in general. So we can click on it and then it's going to have the chain in general here for us. This is the chain. It looks like it's pretty even. Let's just go by size. What we're going to do is we're going to go by size. Let's do 50. Oh, so see, look, most of the orders coming in are for the buy side. So they're buying puts, which is a bearish flow. They're buying 85 size, 85, 85, 85, 50. There's a few where they're selling it. So this looks like they're just trying to maybe get GGPI shares for under $10. So they're selling premium, or they're collecting premium by selling these. And if it closes under 10, then they would collect the premium and have to buy those shares. But that difference in there is what they pay for it. And then there's a 224 size here, so they bought a pretty big size here. I'm gonna slap the heart on it so I can watch that one instead of this one up here. This one's just a small. Oh, this one's actually big too. This one's 300, so this is it's only 5K in premium, because these contracts are so cheap. They're only like $16 a pop. And that's another thing too though. When the spread is so like tight, it's hard to actually find the direction, right? Because it could be like it's a bullish move or it could be a bearish. It's like when the spread is really tight, it's hard to find that direction. But initially, or if we just keep the same mentality across all our tickers, it would be bearish. Okay, so that's the $10 put for June, which is bearish, at least for Friday, 5/27. Towards the end is when like most of that put came in too, so 339. But don't let this discourage you. We're gonna look at some of the other ones. So the only filters that we have is Polestar, and what else did we put on here for filters? Oh, 50. We did 50, so we want to look at bigger orders. Let's pump this up a little bit more. Let's go to 100, just to get a better idea of other chains that are active. So it's mainly the $10 for Junes that are active. There's a few $15 calls, but these we don't really. There's one. They're 15 in the 25s, but this one's for next year. So I don't really know how I feel about next year. I'm looking at the shorter term right now. But yeah, I agree with Jimmy. I think market continues going next week. You guys want to look at the 15s for June? Let's look at the open interest for it right now. So these are calls for June, $15. It looks like most of the volume for this started like last week, about 7,000. Or it kind of just been steadily going. There's not like a lot of people closing this. So let's make sure that these are bullish calls and not bearish calls. So we're going to expand the options chain for this one and just get an idea of what's going on here. Let's do 50. So these are bullish. Most of the orders coming in are bullish. So you got 200, you got 100. Again, though, this is for just Friday. This is not the overall. We might be able to find it. Let me see if I can find the next week pull. The next market pullback is June 14 is the next Fed's meeting. Right. Yes. Yes, I'm glad you agree with. I'm glad you said that. That's what I was looking at too. The events is not till 2 weeks out, so like I was saying earlier, there's no news, which is good news. Just keep riding the flow, follow the trend, and you know you should be good. You got to be able to play both directions, you know. That's why it's not a perfect time because it's a hard time to trade, but it's a good time to trade because you can play both directions. Right? So Invest Money says, did you look at short interest on GGPI? Seems to me it's pretty high for being so close to NAV. Maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, we can take a look at that really quick actually. I'm gonna go over to iBorrow, my go-to short interest website. We're gonna click in this and we're gonna look at it. Oh yeah, short interest is going up. 4.6%. It's actually stayed pretty high for, I mean, most of this past week. Was the 23rd since Monday? The interest has been high, and we can actually maybe look at a better. We can go over here back to Fintel and look at short interest. I think the short interest was coming down, I believe, or the amount of short ratio was coming down. I'll try to explain that. Last time I looked at it, the short interest was coming down. Let me see. So right now, 527 on Friday, last print came in at 100,000 shares available to short. Does that match mine? Let me go back up. Traded, gotta live another day. Yep, 100,000. So going back to that 100,000. This is what I like to follow though down here. Not this, but we can go ahead and cover this too. That's the interest rate for them, the borrow rate, basically. That's what they're paying to short this. This is what I like to cover. This is the short volume versus the total volume. And then this actually does a really nice job of giving you a ratio. This is what I was noticing last week, is the ratio was coming down. It was like only a third of the volume was coming in as short. So that was interesting to me, but now it looks like the volume is picking up as far as the ratio that gets recorded to FINRA. So this is not going to be, this is the total volume, but this is only the total volume for FINRA. This is not, because if you look at the total volume, it's 15 or 1.5 million. If you go to, let's see, for example, Yahoo, it's going to tell you the overall volume. So it's going to be a little bit higher because not everything goes through FINRA for some reason. Where's the volume for Friday? The volume for Friday was 2.9 million. But yeah, as far as the FINRA volume though, it was 1.5 million. 900 of that was short. And I guess it's really weird, isn't it? I would say that's kind of weird because which kind of goes back to my tinfoil hat about this one possibly going back to 8. And don't hate me, but I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. Like, it's just different opportunities, right? For longer terms, for longer term investors, it's gonna be a great opportunity to buy. For short-term traders, just maybe wait a little bit. And that's what I told you, like, don't get contracts right now, don't get option contracts. Like for me, I'm gonna wait for early June. Was like, and actually this will be perfect because Jerome speaks on like what, the 15th or 14th. This is May, by the way, my bad. Let me go to June. We can first go look at that. So Jerome speaks 14, 15. After that, we'll get a better idea of the direction of what's going on. Wait, does Jerome speak or is just the FOMC? I think it's just the FOMC. I don't know if Jerome speaks. We might need to go back and look at it. Anyway, this 13 to 15 range here, after that, people will have more certainty of the direction of the market, and then I can possibly get my calls, you know, end of day that day, or probably even the 16th. Still have plenty of days before the actual merger. So that's what my plan is. You know, you can pick up shares cheap right now. I just don't see any big moves coming, not until FOMC, at least not for GGPI. And then because think about it, Polestar is actually, excuse me, a really good company to compete with Tesla. People missed the Tesla boat, so they want to find the next Tesla, right? I think Polestar has a great opportunity there. It's just people are scared to buy stuff, right? And I think in the longer term, people are going to still be scared because of the recession, but in the short term, I think people can definitely FOMO and try to make some money in the short term. So what do you guys think about that though? Definitely wait 13, 15 around after 15, definitely start looking at contracts if you see the market react really good to whatever they got to say on the FOMC. We're gonna see if Jerome speaks that day actually. Where is it? That's probably something we need to look at. Let's go back and search the charts. I'm gonna do, I don't really care for June. We could keep it, but I ain't got no time. You guys listen, what kind of music you guys listen to? I want to know what you guys listen to. We're doing the second, because that's what we care. This is Thursday. We'll do the first. First is Wednesday. Let me look at 15. We're doing 15. I think we should do the 17, because the 17 will be the Friday. Let's do that. Invest Money says we need that FOMO to pick up. Good stuff. Thanks for your content. Hey man, I appreciate you showing up. I thank you guys. Yeah, I know I can't do it with you guys watching my channel. Plus this is a good company, you know, so I'm not gonna, like, one thing I don't like to pump is like pump and dumps on my channel. Like, it's, what's the point of that, you know? I want to talk about stuff that I like to talk about, and then hopefully I find an audience that likes to talk about that same stuff too, you know? So sometimes my channel is not for everybody, so it is what it is. I mean, I appreciate people, and I would hope people are here for it, but if it's not, like, I understand. You know, there's some channels I can't watch, but I'm not going to pump and dump stuff, and I'm going to tell it how it is, and I'm not going to tell you GGPI is going to 15 next week, because it's not. Or, I mean, I don't know. In my opinion, I think it's going to take some time. And then there's different, like, ways of, like, point of views you can view Polestar. You can view it as a day trade. You can do it as a swing trade. You can view it as, like, an event trade, right? Like the catalyst or whatever. Or you can view it as a long-term investment. I mean, or you can do all of the above, right? So, it's just different criteria for people, different things. This is the core CPI data. I'm looking for Jerome Powell, but I don't see him. We're gonna control find Jerome. But yeah, I appreciate you, investor, for showing up for a little bit. Yeah, and I appreciate you guys chatting for a bit too. I don't see the homeboy per Powell. I don't see the man. I guess he doesn't talk. Usually he shows up on the control find, so he's not on here. He's not gonna talk. He really isn't gonna talk, eh? June 10th, it's core CPI. So definitely a few dates to note. This was, the core CPI was brought up by Invest Money, right? Thanks, shout out to Invest Money. And then the 15th was the FOMC stuff, which I kind of told you guys. So I'm going to take a little credit for that. But no, Jimmy brought it up too, right? Somebody brought it up. Yeah, Jimmy brought it up. Yeah, we got Fed meetings talking on this. Where's the actual event though? There it is. FOMC economic projections, the FOMC statement. And then this is the big boy right here, the interest rate decision. So I'm guessing he's going to talk. He's going to talk here. It's just not going to show Jerome for some reason, which is all good. He is going to talk though. It's going to be FOMC press conference. Usually it comes in like 30 minutes before. So yeah, this will be 2 o'clock ish. Anyway, I don't want to diverge too much from this. I want to keep this Polestar related, but I think the market sentiment and everything really does affect the price target and what's going on with Polestar. So that's why I tie all this together, and that's how you really should tie like all your trades and stuff, right? So anyway, it is what it is. Hey, 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna plug in the homeboy. He's posting. I'm not sure if he's thoughts on shorting brands that had a share offering. Oh, okay. This isn't Polestar related, but I am gonna get back to him in a little bit. By the way, if you guys want to join the Discord, it's free. I'm gonna plug that in really quick. Let me do the quick plug-in spiel. Let me do the Discord spiel, and you guys, yeah, it's just a free Discord if you guys need a place to chill or talk or whatever, or learn or teach, whatever you guys want to do. Free Discord. If you guys need a place to chill, if you guys need a home, just join the Discord. It's free. I got a few different roles, and you can work your way up or whatever. It is what it is. And then definitely check out the Unusual Wells. Like I said, 15% off this weekend for Memorial. That's what I use for trading, for basically everything. You can do everything here. So definitely check out Unusual Wells. And if you want to support my channel, use my link or the promo option spike. Yeah, I appreciate that. But take advantage of it. At least check it out. Because they have that 15% sale, which does not happen a lot. So anyway, let's go back to what we were looking at. what were we looking at? Oh, we were looking at investing events. Yeah, the homeboy is gonna talk here on the the 15th. Is that the Wednesday? Yeah, the 15th. So after that, I would start looking at Polestar contracts. Before then, you know, I think it's still kind of in the air whether it'll run. But I will say that just because, oh, this session disconnected. Okay. Just because, yeah, I've already got the dates marked out here. So really quick, like it's gonna have the meeting on the 22nd. Usually mergers close within like 3 days. So I pinpointed it to 24th. I think that's on a Friday or a Thursday or a Monday. Let me see where it's at. 24, yeah, it's on the Friday. I think it might start trading on that Friday or that following Monday, which will be the 27th. That's when we'll start trading as PSNY, baby. Let's go. And I think I asked this last time. Do you guys know what PSNY stands for? Because I have an idea what it stands for, but I think I'm wrong. So for the meantime, though, definitely watch $10, right? Oops, my thing is not great, but watch $10. Sheesh, I'm not good at this drawing stuff. Watch $10. And you can actually see one other thing that I just noticed. It's got like a downtrend here that it's breaking out of. Right there. It's actually breaking out of it. So it does look bullish, to be honest. So it's probably going to come back and retest that 1070 short term. But it's just got so much work to go for. Let me clear this out. This is gross. Gross right there. Take that out. Yeah, it looks like it's breaking out of this downtrend. So if volume does start picking up, it'll probably come and retouch this 200 moving average, which is like 1060. But I'm thinking like 1070 is that area, that monthly support or resistance. So I'll look at that area for sure. To the downside though, watching $10 of course, and then we could probably come down to 1060, 1070. Or 960, 970 is what I'm sorry. My math is bad sometimes. Other than that, there's not really much to do with the chart, right? Because our volume is pretty crappy. It is above average, but it's nowhere near where it needs to be. We need to have like 5 million. You know, you guys know I've talked about volume for a long time. Volume really determines the direction and just like price action. So low volume, I mean, all you can do is see is the shorts coming in. But other than that, when you get big volume like this, bigger volume starts coming in, you see more swings like that. Volume like here, you can start seeing uptrends. You know, even like a small increase in volume is good. So yes sir, that's what it is though. I think that's all I have. You guys have anything else to offer? I'm gonna try to stream later tonight or tomorrow. We have a long weekend, so I hope you guys have a great weekend, but I'm going to try to stream later. And unless you guys have more questions or something you guys want to add, I was going to say I'm going to try to stream later this week. So if you guys want to subscribe to the channel, if you guys found my information helpful or whatever, definitely consider doing that. It's free. And hit the like button for me so we can get more people in here and stuff. You know the spiel. But I'm going to try to stream later and actually go over some plays for earnings and stuff. Because like I told you, I use the Unusual Wealth platform. And I want to do a dive into some plays that I'm looking at for earnings. So what's a good place I can show you guys the earnings for next week? So I'm thinking of doing earnings for Chewy, Chewy, GameStop, a few different other ones. I haven't really looked at the flow and stuff, but if you guys want to join me for that live stream, definitely consider subscribing. But I plan to do that. Not exactly sure because there's a fight going on later, so I might want to watch that, or I might be doing something with the family. But I want to look at some earnings stuff definitely before market on Tuesday. So if you guys have some that you guys want me to watch, like I'm gonna go ahead and mark up some stuff that's interesting for me. Let me open this. I'm gonna open this bad boy up so we can edit it real quick. Let me resize it really quick to 1200. That way we can still see it, but it's not all in our face. I'm gonna do 1300 actually, because oh wait, that's not what I wanted. Let me do 1350. Sorry for the mess, y'all. Just trying. That's not right. Oh, 1350. I forgot to put the 0. My bad, king. There we go. This is what I like. So just a few things that I already am watching is these bad boys. I actually like this one. Earnings retail. Sales for I haven't really committed yet. I think that's all. Oh, there's CrowdStrike that I might play. Luluman for sure. I think, isn't that like a retail also? So I really want to play retail this week. And there was also one. I think this is the UI, the artificial stuff, the C3 and the AI, artificial intelligence. So I want to look at those. And I think that's it. Most of the good earnings have already passed. Oh, ChargePoint's good too. And HP. So Dell just reported last week and they, for some reason, did really good. So HP could be something to actually look at too. But yeah, something I'll be looking at. Hopefully I can stream later today, or maybe maybe later in the weekend. So Sunday or Monday. We got a long week, so I think that's gonna about wrap up the video though. We talked a little bit about the institutionals, but I guess there's not really much to do because those filings are like posted, but you never really know when they bought them, so I don't know how helpful they can be sometimes. The flow, I'm going to keep an eye out on some of the flow coming in. Like I said, the $10 puts for June. Jimmy said, check out Neo. I got you, bro. Let's go ahead and check out Neo. Do you want me to look at the chart for it? I think, actually, we were talking about Neo in the Discord. Yeah, we can. I think it's 1650 what it needs to break and hold. Yeah, right here. So I like Neo. Like I said, it needs to get above this level right here. It had like really good news about the US expansion too. The OBB is already breaking out as well, which is good. So now I like Neo. I like Neo, especially if the market continues. For some reason, all the China stocks were just rallying. So even like this thing was going back up. This is Baba, by the way. But yeah, they had pretty good earnings. Would you guys be interested in buying Baba at this point or nah? But yeah, I'd be interested to know if you guys are buying Baba or no. Everybody always asks that question. I don't have any Baba, but just because of the corruption and stuff that people talk about, but the stock itself is like pretty cheap. This is Neo though, so it looks like it's got this descending trend that it's trying to break out of. We got that point there, and like I said, it looks like it wants to retest. If it can break out above this $16.50, $16.60 break, come back down, retest it, and then continue going, then we can kind of see $22. Well, first 20, right, because it's got that resistance, but I think $22 is probably like the target where it probably comes up there and then comes back down. And then yeah, that's the short-term stuff for me, at least. This is on a bigger time frame though, so shorter time frame, we can go further deep. See what we got in the further time frame. A little bit more upside, right? 1680, and this is the main resistance. Like I said, like everything comes down to this right here. It's came down here, like here, right? Came down here, and then it tried to get above it, failed to get above it, got over it, and then it became a strong resistance and couldn't get above it. So that's what it's doing right now. Again, it's trying to go back above this thing. If it can break, hold, continue going, then this is my target here. But yeah, on the OBB, like I said though, it looks good. The OBB, let's see if we can chart that up. This is on the 15, so it's not as significant, but it is making higher highs too. Let's just do that really quick. Looks kind of good, right? Then where's the resistance for us to watch? Kind of like right here, because we got points here, we got points of consolidation there, resistance here. So yeah, short term, just watch that 1650, and it's kind of right there, so I would say it's still bullish. I think one of the guys in the Discord likes Neo a lot, and they do deliveries next week is what he said. Let me just make sure for you guys. Neo deliveries. Let's just make sure though. Just go to news, see when it provides April 22 deliveries. This is a month ago. Let's filter this by date. Like last month. Yeah, this is the thing that came out. NIO reportedly hiring employees for EV plant in US, I think. Yeah, this is bullish. This is bullish. I don't know how well they'll do though, because it's a China stock. So US incentives and like just promotion and stuff, I don't know if it'll be there for them. But and I don't even know how the interface works. Like their interface is in China, so I'm guessing they're working on translations and stuff. I'm sure they got that figured out. Neo's super cheap compared to Tesla. Yes, I think Neo and Tesla are very attractive though. Did we look at that thing? Yeah, we looked at this. Price to sales ratios here. Neo's really cheap compared to Tesla. Their revenue's good too. This is kind of outdated. They were bringing in about $5.6 billion. And then Ford. I really like Ford, by the way, especially because they already have their first delivery. Especially, I mean, yeah, just beating Tesla sounds good. I guess the only concern now is like, since we saw those Lucid recalls, what if Ford has recalls on the truck? But so that was just something new that kind of popped into my head. But Greg, what's up, my man? Yo, what's up? We're just covering some stuff, man. You're welcome to join in and chat. Anything you want to say or add to the channel, any value. I think I was mostly done with the stream, but I'm cool to hang out for a bit and chat. I was just showing them the little Excel sheet that I made a while ago, which I need to spend some time. I might go spend some time on this today and get some updated revenues. These will be like, this is 2021 estimates. I might update the sheet to do the 12 trailing months, just to be a little bit more accurate. And this is the percent growth here. I did pretty good for this. I do have the EV station stuff too. I don't know if you guys follow EV charging stations. I like those too, but yeah, Greg, feel free to do anything, any comments and stuff. We talked about Polestar for the most part, but we were diverging everywhere. We talked about the Lucid recalls. We talked about my man Jimmy wanted to know about Neo. So I like Neo. I actually really do like Neo. And I think I was reading that they have 2 markets now. I'm not sure. It might be in here. I just don't remember the market. They said that they're only in 2 different markets. They call their showrooms. You know how Polestar has showrooms? Neo has showrooms too. They call them Neo houses. So that's pretty weird. I don't know. There was an article I was reading the other day on it, because I was thinking of making Neo videos. Do you guys want Neo videos or nah? I can make Neo videos. It's just I would have to do some research because I don't really know that much on them. Where is the? But I would be down to do some Neo videos. Let's just do Neo stock. If you guys want, I can do Neo videos, but I just don't want to jump on the train, you know, hype train, because I don't know enough on it yet. But I can do some Neo videos for a little bit of clout, you know what I mean? Here it is. It might be this one. This might be. Oof, not that one. That one's. It might be this one. Neo opening manufacturer job related to US. That's why it started popping for show. I like Neo though. Neo, and you can. We're gonna go. I'm gonna diverge again because that's what I do on this channel. Unfortunately, I was gonna go here. Neo. This is a nice little website you can go to. I'm not paid or nothing. This is just another tool for you guys to use. This is just some metrics and stuff. You can look at the market cap, you can look at the total shares, you can look at their price to sales. Price to sell is very attractive. So it's at $16.57. Price to sales is 0.77. It's like so cheap. Does that match my Excel sheet, by the way? Let me see. No, it doesn't for some reason. I'm gonna have to fix this up a little bit. And that's probably because I haven't updated my revenue, you know what I mean? So it is what it is though. But yo, what's up, Eddie? Yes, that would be awesome. Neo, my heaviest position. All right. I need some help though. I'm gonna need some help from you to post some stuff on Discord so I can get some content. If you can, if not, it's all good. I was just gonna say the revenue for 2021 was pretty good. $36 billion, right? So it's bringing in $36 billion in revenue. The market cap, like how much the company is worth, is $27 billion. So it's bringing in more money than it's worth. The cash, the balance and stuff, they have 18 billion in cash. That's also really good. I think what it is though is like their earnings per share is like terrible. Like it's $6 72 cents per share. So they're in debt, like heavily debt, or they're just not making that much money, right? So their revenue is 36 billion, but the cost to make that revenue is 29 billion. So like 7 billion in change or something. And on top of like the operating income and all the margins and stuff, so they're still losing money, right? The net income is about 4 billion, which it is getting better, right? So 2019 they were burning 12 billion. It's coming down. But yeah, just some few things, and you guys can check this website out. I'm not affiliated. If you guys want to help my channel, you can go to the Unusual Whales and do the affiliated there and do that. But you can also find all this stuff on Unusual Whales. Like I said, you can find all this stuff on here too. Strong buy, obviously we've kind of covered that. So Neo has all this stuff for you guys. I mean, Unusual Whales has this stuff for you too. The only reason I do that one is because it's hard to present, because the font here is so small for presentation purposes. So it's hard to kind of explain these numbers to you guys when I can't really share it. But yeah, check out Unusual Whales. You guys see, I put the link there. I'm gonna pin it really quick too. I'm gonna pin that bad boy up. I'm gonna pin the links to that. They got 15%. Yeah, plug that up. But they have all this information too. Like I said, I want to present it because the font's small for presentation purposes. But here, I think it's a little bit better on the font for the viewership, you know, the people sitting at home. What are you guys doing for Memorial Day anyway? Let me know what you guys are doing. And then this one also has analyst targets. You can do that too over there. Upgraded, buy, maintain bio. I'm gonna have to look more into this one, but Neo's is definitely interesting, especially at $16. The only thing I think it has like so many shares out there, it's like heavily diluted. That's why it's so cheap. That's why it's only $6. Yeah, so like the shares, 1.6 billion. That's a whole bunch of shares. But Polestar actually is gonna have a lot of shares like that too. They're gonna have 2.2 billion, right? Or 20 billion? I don't remember actually. I could probably find the presentation if you guys want me to. I got it pulled up. Let me see if I can find it. So it's gonna have like, I think 2.1 billion. Yeah, wait. Nah, hold up. That's not 1,000, 1 million. My bad. I told you my math isn't good. You guys know this. 1 million, where's the 1 million at? So yeah, 2.1 billion shares outstanding. With $20 billion market cap. That makes sense, right? Yeah, all the math adds up. That's why I need Joe in here with some math. He's a math teacher. I'm just floating back around from different articles. You guys give me some direction here. Shares are down 50% year to date. Shares of Neo, given that morning, you know, they reported that they're recruiting people in the US. I'm sure people have videos on this already, so there's no point in making video. Here's that Neo House thing I was talking about. Neo House is much like a showroom where fans of the company share their experiences, and just basically a showroom. It's what I'm gonna zoom in for you guys too. Sorry for that. You guys can see better. Yeah, these are the ambitious plans. By the end of the year, plans to expand into Germany, Sweden, Denmark, and Netherlands. Right now, I think they only have 2 markets though. Let me make sure I can find that for you guys though. Neo has announced plans for autonomous driving facility in Singapore. So another Asian market. Nothing really. I think they just have 1 market in Europe. I think it's just Europe and China that they currently have stuff in. They also have a new lab battery in Shanghai. Okay. I see you, Neo. Okay. Let me find the 2 markets that they're in right now. Okay, here we go. Speculation of US manufacturing comes as Neo is expanding its presence into Europe. Okay. They just launched or sold their 500th car in Europe. So this is actually good news for Polestar because it's showing us Neo is behind as far as the European market. Plus, the Europeans love their Volvos, they love their Polestar, so I think they're gonna do good. Also, I think one of the guys in my Discord is he's European. I got a few European people in there actually now. But they're saying they're seeing Polestars everywhere. I asked him about Teslas. Let me just hit him up real quick. because he wanted me to look at a chart, but I'm streaming YouTube right now, King. I'm gonna tell him that way he doesn't feel like a distant. But yeah, I was asking him about Tesla and Lucid and Rivians, but I think the only ones that are selling in Europe is Tesla, and now, well, obviously Polestar, but now NIO's jumping into it there. So NIO announced it would start construction of its second European swapped. Opening 3 NIO houses. Where's the thing where I saw they only have, I think they only have 2 markets, right? It's just China and Europe, believe. Does anybody know? I'm gonna find that comment. I'm thinking it's that though. But yeah, Eddie wants me to do some NIO videos. I'll see what it is, because I think it's like, so it's a crowded space, you know what I'm saying? I like Polestar because that's my stock, you know, like that's like I nurtured that baby. I think so. I don't know. I've just always kind of leaned to it, so it is what it is though. Its second battery swap station in Norway, May 30th. So that's coming up on Tuesday. On Monday. They're doing that thing on Monday. And then, I mean, I could just make a video on this introduction NIO video to people that are new to my channel, if you guys want. But I don't think they have any other markets. It's just those 2. I can't remember the article I saw. Oh, it's Norway. I think Norway's the other one. Yeah, Norway's the other market that they're... Yeah, Norway's the second one, right? Norway's in Europe, though, so that's what I was saying. I just didn't know the actual location. Let me find something real quick. Norway. I guess that's it. So just Norway and Europe, or Norway and China is what they're planning right now. But they're going to do the other expansion into the US, which is good. Jimmy said best time to buy GGPI. June 24th, before the merger date takes place. I think the meeting's the 22nd. It's gonna be the 22nd, and then they'll probably like not let you trade it for a few days. So I would, if I was gonna get shares, I'd probably get either like, it's 24th. 24th is, when is it? I think I posted that up there. This is the NIO chart, by the way, for those that just joined. This is bullish. Just needs to hold the 650. Needs to be strong markets. And they also listed in that Shanghai stock market exchange, so there's more liquidity going into NIO as well. So that's good for the company, for the stock. I'd be tying myself up with my words sometimes. What were we looking at? Hey, Greg said, I've been slowly adding to my position for GGPI. Yeah, I know. That's guy. They threw Polestar in the discount clearance rack. They just have a sale going. So it's like a whole month sale, month long sale that they're doing for Polestar right now. Honestly, what's crazy is, like, if we go back to these valuations, and let's say the market just continues to go back to 460. Then most of these companies are going to go back up to their stupid valuations, right? So with Polestar being a public company, then Polestar can go to some stupid valuation too, you know? What do you guys think? Is that a go or no? And if I say stupid, I mean in a good way, because it is what it is, you know? I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Rivian's actually a good company now. I mean, it's valued, it's overvalued, but I like that. I like the truck. I like the truck. And they've delivered, but now that Ford's actually in the game and they've delivered their stuff, I don't know. And Ford's always going to get presidency and, like, what's the word? It's favorism. It's going to get favorism by the government, by the Fed, not the Feds, but, you know, politics and stuff, incentives and everything, because it's a legacy automaker. I don't think my guy Biden's gonna go, yo, get you a Fisker. He's gonna say, get you a Ford, build tough, you know? So that's the thing I like about Ford. They got the backing from everybody out there right now. And they got tons of cash too. Where's the cash? I think I added it on this thing. Let's see if I found it. Cash on hand, 24 billion or 27 billion. The Neo has 43 billion last time I updated it. So insane. I was gonna do something for you guys. What was I gonna do? Best time to buy GGPI, June 24th. Oh, I was just gonna show you the merger's on the 22nd. But man, this actually looks good, doesn't it? Nice little baby steps, you know? Take your time. You know, that the turtle in the herd kind of vibe? That's what it looks like. So yeah, the merger meeting's the 22nd, and like I said, that Friday, I don't think that on 22nd, I don't think it'll be able to be traded on Thursday, and then it might start listing on Friday. If not, definitely that Monday. That's when people will start buying. So I would look at getting the calls either. What am I doing? I would look at getting the calls either like the 16th, or either just go ahead and get the calls on Friday. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Jimmy says Ford and GM are favored by the government. Exactly. Yeah. So that's why I like Ford, especially now that they kind of showed they can deliver what they're doing. And it's crazy because, I mean, it only took them like a year or two for them to deliver a truck. That's insane, isn't it? Whereas like Tesla, I don't know how many iterations they had before they. It wasn't a norm back then. Now it's electric vehicles. It's a norm. It's also a pump and dump scheme. So like Mullen and I don't know about Fisker, but so just be careful too, though. You know. But that's why Polestar seems pretty legit. They've got 29K vehicles. I mean, how do you pump that? You know, like how do you falsify 29K vehicles when people are actually buying them? No recalls for real. The worst that they really do was just like start charging for like everything as part of like subscription stuff, like add-ons like safety cameras or whatever. But I mean, every vehicle's doing that. BMW does that. Like my BMW, I had to get extra for like certain things, but that's why I bought it already used, my guy. But what was I gonna say? Ford, it was just crazy their turnaround. Like 2020, when did they start talking about an electric truck? I mean, they eased their way into it with the Mach-E, and then now they're already pushing out the electric F-150, and yeah, just quick turnaround for them. But back then, I think it was harder, and so let's thank Tesla for some great innovation, some great pioneers. Like he did all the heavy lifting, you know, like now it's like it's just a sensation for everybody, you know, and it's normal for people. So let's put in, should we put an F in the chat for Tesla? Nah, what do we put in the chat? F in the chat for Tesla. Yeah. If you out there, Elon, thank you for what you've done. But I don't want to talk about politics too much because then, yeah. Anyway, F in the chat for the Tesla. But yeah, it just made things easier for Polestar. Made things easier for Lucid. Ford kind of already had it easy, to be honest. They got cash. They got backing from government. And Jimmy agrees with me for that one, so yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, Fisker, I think, is still going to bankrupt. No, I'm just being harsh on it, but it's just crazy. Fisker, I don't, we can look at it if you guys want me to. But yeah, let me, Ford's legit, Neo's pretty legit. They're just gonna have a hard time in the US because they're China. They're building China. But that's the Trump voice. But Polestar's legit, a European sensation, you know, coming to the US near you. So what's going on, baby? Let's go. And then Tesla, you know, all over the world, Mr. Worldwide, 305, baby, Pitbull. And then Lucid, I don't know, bro. Still kind of waiting on that one, to be honest. But Canoe, acquisition, maybe bankrupt. Rivian, somewhat legit. What do you guys think, though? I need to hear your thoughts. Like, you guys agree with me, or am I being really biased right now? And then Fisker bankrupt. So bankrupt, probably bankrupt, acquisition. This one's the reason I say acquisition for this one is because their vehicle is just like it fits Apple so well. Let's just take a look at that before you guys judge me. Canoe Company. Their little like slick stuff. Is this it? Like these little baby cars, like it just looked like something Apple would buy up, you know? And there was like rumors on this also a while ago, so they just look like an Apple car. Like, look at this. This is actually like an Apple car. Doesn't it look like an Apple car? That's why I think it might be acquisition or partnership or something. But I don't know if they delivered yet. If they have their deliveries out, it'd be more realistic. Greg says, I don't think Rivian's too bad at all. For sure has some good stuff. Yeah, I do like Rivian. I just like Ford a little bit better. But no, I don't think Rivian's out of the game because they actually have the delivery vans too. And I really like their truck. What's really cool about the Rivian is they're using the same platform for both of their versions, like the R1T and the R1S. It's the same vehicle, they just slap on that like rooftop to the top. So I feel like, you know, they can use the whole foundation down here, headlights, everything, and then they just slap on a different shell at the top, you know? So that's neat, ain't it? So yeah, I agree. Rivian is dope. And their mileage is really good too. I think what they're doing, like they pushing 300, 400. I don't know. I've seen one outside my work before, a Rivian. Oh, I saw the Apple was trying to partner with them. Yeah, I saw some Reddit DD on it. I don't really know if it's true. I'd love to hear any more DD on it. Cause $3 is decent. I just don't think they have revenue or like mass production or anything. I do like Rivian though. Now that you bring it back up, it's legit. And its pricing isn't terrible. Would you guys rather get a Rivian for 67,000 or a Polestar for 67,000? Around the same price, 63. Now that we're talking about the price tag here, because this one has like, how much? What's the mileage on this? I think I put it on my thing here. The range, Rivian 400 range. Yeah, 400. Tesla's gonna be like 500. Ford's gonna be 300. I think they reported bigger numbers than 300 though. The Canoe's kind of trashy to be honest, except for that partnership. The only thing about Fisker is the price tag. I think the Fisker has like super low price tags, like 30K for the SUV, which is like for broke people like me, you know. But I don't know if they can actually mass produce their stuff. Let me see if I can find Fisker. I made a video comparing all this stuff, by the way. I don't know if you guys ever saw that video. This is the Fisker, though. I think their price tag's like 30K, like super cheap. Configure, brand. Let me see, configure maybe? 37. It's cheap. Yeah, like there's no comparison. Like an SUV for 37K is cheap. Like like the Polestar is gonna be like 60, 70K. So this is going to be a budget truck, a budget. But the thing is, can they get it out there, you know? And I don't think the range is that good either. So the cheapest one is 37. Then you can, you know, throw in a little bit more cash for some more features. But kind of trashy though, ain't it? I don't know. I'm just throwing hate at it, to be honest. I do like the little roof thing though. You guys remember this helps charge it or something? And they're using the whole like clean incentive stuff, like recyclable things, materials. I don't know though. I'm not too big on this one. What do you guys think? I do like Rivian though. You're right about that one, King Greg. So what do you guys think? I'm in here just chilling. I'm looking at trucks. I'm looking at EVs. Ford, I know we could compare Rivian. Rivian. Where's the actual configuration stuff though? Okay. 68. So starting price 68. This is Fisker though. We're done with Fisker. Don't really care too much about it, to be honest. Man, I can't find it. What are you guys listening to? What kind of music y'all listening to? I got some Juice WRLD playing in the background right now. Have y'all heard? Hey, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm listening to right now. Don't judge me. I'm gonna plug in a little bit though. Don't like the Fisker look. Hey, what's up? How Fisker's selling so cheap? I don't know. That's weird, ain't it? Maybe they're using recyclables. We can look. We can look. It is really cheap though, right? It's like 37K. The thing is, look, I'm gonna push back. The reason I don't like Fisker is we're going back to this thing here. I think, I don't know if this is right, but Doku usually has the numbers up to date. Unless these numbers are outdated, these guys didn't make really any revenue. So the company's only worth like $3 billion, but they're only bringing in 12K a quarter. So a quarter is 3 months, right? No, 4 months. 3 months. 3 months. 3 months. 3 months times about 30 days. 90 days divided. So 12K. 12K divided by 90. They're bringing in $133 a day right now. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just hard to sustain that. I forgot their cash, but they have 1 billion in cash, which is good actually. But yeah, 12 billion or 12K a quarter is like terrible, and I don't know. They don't have the car out there yet. Murad Burgurhera, what's up, guys? Hello. GGPI stock needs some CPR. The merger news is in, but the price is stagnant. What is CPR? Oh, you're talking about. I see you. I see what you in here clowning with me right now. All right. Yeah, I'm not certified in CPR though. Well, yeah, it needs some life, bro. That thing's dying right now. But we got a lot of long-term investors in here though, King. So come on. We just need to get some. We just need to get some more publicity. And actually, there was something that was really interesting. Oh yeah, I brought up that earlier. Hertz, Polestar. I know this news is old, but I saw the ad with Tom Brady. I was telling you guys earlier. I saw the ad with Tom Brady. I'm trying to find it. And it had a whole bunch of Polestars in the back. There it is. Look. Shoot. I'm gonna minimize it so I don't get copyrighted. Oh shit. And oh shoot. I need to minimize that. I'm about to get copyrighted. Alright, here we go. Combination, put it in the save. Here it is. Hold up. Hold up. Where is it? You see the Polestars back there? Hold up. I'm just not trying to get copyrighted, guys. But there they are. Look. Wow, you see the Polestars back there? They made it. Oh, my guy is like sleepy. He drowsy right now. He just hit the dab. Look, yo, what's up? I love the GOAT though. That's Tom Brady. That's the GOAT. But look, all the Polestars back there, they had this version of this ad with the Teslas. Now they have this ad version with the Polestars, baby. Let's go. I'm just gonna, if they copyright me, it's all right. I'm gonna let you guys view this completely. Go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, oh, I already saw this part. Let me zoom. There they are. Look at those Polestars. Great publicity, am I right? Am I right? And I got a soft spot for the Asian women. But yeah, check that out on your free time. So what's up? I think that might be some CPR though. Morad. What you guys think? I'm gonna go back to, what are we gonna go back to? Yeah, Leo is huge in it. Very good PR for us. Has he done anything for us lately though? My man, where's he been? We need to get that Wolf versus Wall Street #2, man. That's probably one of my favorite videos. Wolf versus Wall Street. Uncle Leo is all in for GGPI. Yeah, he showed up like with some big clout to like I think he got spotted driving it just on a regular day too. Like he was just, yeah, like right here, he got spotted. He was just chilling. He got spotted driving his car. Look, Leo in his Polestar in Malibu. He was just out and about, just chilling. My man out here with the clout. He's got the all white Vans. Look, Leo is seen out and about with the Polestar vehicle in Malibu. That's beautiful though. That's a beautiful car. I love the 20s. Those 20s, right? Yeah, did anyone get the email? Yeah, people have been getting emails. You can actually, I'm gonna plug my stuff in real quick. Going back to my Twitter, there's the clout right there if you guys want it. And then GGPI, we're gonna be nosy and just go through some tweets. There you go. There's some some this is the layout for the votes. Board recommendation for, it's going to tell you what to vote for. Vote for. Basically, vote yes for everything. And then just tells you, hey, you got it done, bro. Just now you're just waiting to print, right? Print my voting choices. But it's also going to print you some money, I think. Just wait on it, you know what I'm saying? I got it for all 3 of my accounts. Yo, that's crazy. It's crazy. Everybody's got like 5 different accounts. I'll be trading on 5 different accounts too. Yeah, great publicity. The stock price went to 13 after Hertz deal. Yes, sir. But I recently just saw the ad, so that was what was crazy to me. I had seen the ads, or maybe I don't pay attention to the ads, but to get the Polestar version of the ad with Tom Brady, and Tom Brady's a big electric vehicle guy. I don't know if you guys do any DD outside of stock market DD, but Tom Brady's been an advocate for electric vehicles or Tesla since a long time ago. Let me see if I can find something. You'll see, so here it is. Tom Brady, Tesla, quarterback Tom Brady said he's been driving a Tesla for 4 years because he made a conscious choice to lead a more sustainable lifestyle. This is a good, I mean, we're just going to expand this on Bloomberg. I don't have the rights to this. My man, he's the GOAT everywhere, though. Like, he's the GOAT on the field. He's on the GOAT off the field. Yeah, and see, he's got the Polestar version, or the Tesla version there, but yeah, he's been driving. He's just the GOAT, bro. He is. You know what I'm saying? And yes, he's a Tesla fan too. This is one of those areas that I feel really strong about. He said, "I love the cars," and now that he's got exposure to the well, he's talking about the Tesla talk here, but now that he's got exposure to the Polestar stuff, I mean, maybe he's gonna be an advocate for it. You know? I wonder if he ever does an interview for Polestar. That'd be dope too. This is the GOAT though. You guys can't sleep on the GOAT. He's coming back for one more season. What's up? What's up? Let's plug up. Yeah, great publicity. The stock, yes, it's definitely gonna get pushed more off of huge merge for sure. Can get above 13. Yeah, I think 13, 15, and earlier we were talking about possibly 18. I don't quote me on that, but we were talking 18. Just because of the market caps and stuff. With the strong, this is going back to the strong market though, remember? Strong market, it's gonna just let people buy in more freely, no scare, nothing going on. The world's gonna end regardless, like we're gonna have recession or whatever, it's gonna, but let me just make some money while I'm here, you know? So, we were talking valuations, right? 40 million. This is not what Lucid is trading at right now, by the way. I think it's trading at like 19, but we were saying if Lucid trades at 25, about 41 billion market cap up here, right? Polestar needs to at least match that, right? So we're talking about $18, about $18, $19. Just go ahead and put the options chain out there for $19 because we're gonna buy some. You know what I'm saying? But that's if the market continues to do its thing and continues to hold its value. And then Tesla, of course, is a buy. We could actually chart up Tesla if you guys want me to chart up Tesla. I can chart it up. I'm gonna close some tabs because I'm running out of room here. You guys have anything else to say on my man Leo? Or he's the GOAT too. Leo and Tom Brady are the GOATs. This man made financial stock markets famous, basically, for retail. I love that one scene when what's his name? The dude from Superbad's like, "Hey, yo, I quit my job," or something. He's like, "How much did you make last week?" About 60, 70K. Like, yeah, Leo, he's a good guy. I love it. I actually, when I think of Wolf of Wall Street, I think of this man. I don't think of the real Wolf of Wall Street. Like, I'm sure everybody feels the same way. I don't really like the Wolf of Wall Street guy on Twitter or nothing. What's his name? I don't really vibe with him, you know. He looks like he's a scheme. Like he just looks like scummy to me, at least. The real Wolf of Wall Street's his name. He's kind of scummy. He just looks scummy. Like I think he was doing some AMC stuff. This man, I don't know. He just looks scummy, bro. But I do like the video impersonation of him Like Leo's the real Wolf of Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of diverging right now, but yeah, he's the GOAT, bro. I mean, his movies, his actings and stuff, and I'm glad he needs to get those rewards. You know, he needs to get paid. And actually, since we're on this topic, he's been on this thing for a while, bro. This was like, when was this? Leo arrives in the 100% electric Polestar 2 for the world premiere of Don't Look Up in New York. This was long ass time ago. When was this? This was like, that doesn't have the date on this bad boy, but this was 5 months ago. But yeah, my man's been an advocate. There it is. It's just chilling. He's got the blackout, all blacked out, which is probably my favorite color, by the way. Fisker, we're done with Fisker. That's gonna go bankrupt. Rivian, definitely keep an eye on it. I like it. Price tag's not terrible. So rest easy, King. We're gonna be back for that one. Canoe, I would say partnerships, hopefully more like fleets, Uber, something like that, you know, but still iffy. And then this is just the website I use. We're just gonna close that out. We talked about Neo. I think Neo should be a nice little video maybe or something. I don't know. I like Neo. We'll see what we do with Neo. Borrow interest on Gores is going up. We covered the short interest. Hopefully he puts up something on the GGPI merge. Let's see some charts for show. All right, we'll take a look at the charts. In economic stuff, we're done with that. We know what's going on. I'm just trying to clear out some of this clutter on my tabs, man. I got a lot going on. Just like my life, you know. These are all SEC stuff. We'll look at some charts real quick. I guess we're just done with all this, right? We don't need to look at this. Yeah, I think we're good. We're good. Let's go back to the charts. Let's look at Tesla's chart. Tesla. Oh shit. Where did I put that? There we go. Tesla is looking strong. We talked about this one in the chart. Why do I have my lines all the way out there though? I like Tesla. It's been on this downtrend. I mean, it's going to keep pushing, I think. We're still underneath the monthly here. Actually, the 1 hour might be better to look at it. It already broke out. So, yeah, this is something I think I talked about. It's looking strong. I think it's going to keep going to like 850, 820 for sure, I think. It's already above like this support level here. Down here, was it like 750? Like down here, consolidation around this area, right? This is support now. So it looks strong. We're just trying to make that support. And we're going to keep pushing with markets being strong. That's on the 1 hour chart though. So some analysts predict the price of PSNY will fall under 10 following the merge. Maybe. I think 960 could be something that you can look for. 100% with a bad market. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about this one earlier. I don't know if I told Greg, but and I've already little guinea pig, my little thing that I've been showing everybody, but it's just an example that things can actually fall before the merger. This is actually one of my favorite charging companies, like I said. But it's like you can see it's falling down like way before the merger. The merger is on the 12th. I'm gonna pull up that data for you so you guys can believe me. Tritium merger. Merger announces completion of business combination. This is my favorite charging company. They completed the merger on the 12th of January. Approved the transaction special meetings of this was a SPAC trading under DCFC. Right, that was on the 12th. The 12th is right here, this level here, this red candle. Before then, it was still a SPAC that was supposed to hold $10, right? But it was actually under $9. It was like $8.60, $8.50. So that's definitely possible. But I think Polestar has a really good fan base where it's like, I think people will probably start buying more shares, at least for the short term, right? They'll do it as a swing trade. I think in the long term, Polestar, you know, could definitely come back. And the reason it's so, in quotation, cheap is because of the large float, right? There's so many shares out there. Like, that's why SoFi is, like, so cheap. People are like, why is SoFi only $5? Why is it only... That's because SoFi has so many shares out there, right? So, that's why it's been, like, down in the gutters. because there's got so many shares available. Where's the shares available here? 637 million shares out there. So when there's less shares, like just think of it like, I'm sure you guys know what float is and outstanding shares are, but if there's like, let's say for example, there's 10 shares of Tesla or 10 shares of Polestar, and you own 3 of those shares, so you have 30% of the company. But let's say there's 20 shares of Polestar or Tesla, and you own 3% of the company, or you own 3 shares, then you own what? 15%. You own half of what, you know. So that's why it's less valuable. Like one of your shares is less valuable because it's a smaller piece of the company. So that's why for some people ask me why is Chipotle so expensive? Like why is it at 1400 and shouldn't it be lower? It's like, but the shares on this thing is insane. It's only got like 27 million shares. That's the float. The outstanding shares are going to be a little bit more because of the institutionals. But just this is a great example. It's only 27 million shares, so that's why it trades so high. Same thing with Shopify. Shopify has a small float, I believe. Yeah, that's why it was trading so expensive. Like, well, besides everybody just pumping it, but if I had like 1 billion, like for example, Intel has like Intel. I think this is it. Is this Intel? Yeah, this is like a legacy old company, like boomer stock company for a while, but it's got like 4 billion shares. That's why it trades so cheap. Even though it makes like, how much revenue does it make? It makes $18 billion per quarter. Like that's huge, right? But it's got so many shares, like the shares are basically pennies, right? Same thing with what's another one? Oh, Pfizer. I don't like Pfizer, but take a look at this. Oh, this is a great comparison too. So some people ask about, and now I'm kind of diverging, but Pfizer, when the whole pandemic stuff, people are like, oh, Pfizer's gonna go to 300 like Moderna. So I don't know, I'm diverging, but this one, it's never gonna hit $200 like Moderna because of the float. It had like 5 billion. Moderna, the float for it was like 300, like 10% of that. So I don't know, I'm just spilling on it, but let's see, $1,000 plus early July for Tesla. Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, if Tesla keeps going, then everything else is gonna keep pumping. The only thing that's bearish for Tesla is the whole Twitter situation. It's just providing so much nonsense for it. But it does look bullish, especially because it's trying to get above these levels here. It's 750, this whole 750 level. You can see it better now that I'm zoomed out, actually. But yeah, I think 800 could be a strong resistance now. Well, at 800 and 850, is it 850, 860? This area here, and it's got the same consolidation area here. So let's actually mark that out so we have it for later. So the bottom of that is like actually right where I had it actually. Let me just leave it there. And then the other point is gonna be, is that the bottom? Yeah, that's the bottom. So the top is like up here. So 860, 830, 860 is gonna be that area. 1,000 early. A lot of us are eyeing 20 price, double the money. Yeah. So would you sell at 20? I think some people want to sell at 22 for GGPI. I think the main thing for GGPI is to get above 11, like right here, and then we'll have like some wiggle room. Obviously this level here, because it's been a nice support for us, so now it's going to be a strong resistance, right? And then this range here, which I could probably just mark out. This range up here. Just because we've traded up here, but it's like really like wicks is like spikes. It's not, there's not like volumes up there. It's like no candle volume there. But yeah, I think all I really have for the video. I don't want to make this one too long unless you guys have any other stuff. I know somebody wanted to talk about Neo. Try to cover that one. I was looking for it outside of 1650. It can kind of break out, and we'll be looking at $20. Especially with like just things cooling off in China. I think they're reopening and everything, right? They're opening up this week actually. So China lockdown reopens June 1st, I believe. Shanghai takes baby steps towards ending lockdown. And then, I mean, just Shanghai leads for lockdown exit, but China still lost in economic gloom. Yeah. The whole economy is pretty much in bad shape, but we can have these temporarily rallies. What news made it go to 16 on November? It was just a different market. People were just buying SPACs and selling, trying to make a quick buck. But let me see if I can cancel these. I wanted to clear those, but all right. Yeah, it was just a different market. Like that's why people want to compare it to Lucid. And I was actually guilty. I was trying to compare it to Lucid a while ago, but not in this stream, but like early when I started covering Polestar. I was comparing it, but we're not in the same market anymore. So this was in November, right? I think the SPY was still going up. Wasn't SPY still going up? Yeah, SPY was still in an uptrend. So people were still in utopia. What was it called? Euphoria. Like they were still in the Fugazi little, it doesn't exist land, right? Up here. So like people were starting to worry, but it was still a pump, you know? So now that things are more realistic, SPACs don't have the same love, right? Especially with like, isn't like Gary, he's a clown, but isn't he like pushing for more regulation? Yeah. It's funny because yeah, Gary is a clown. I don't know. You guys think Gary's a clown? He's probably gonna blackmail, or not blackmail, but just ban me on YouTube now. I don't know, the stuff he's been doing, bro. He hasn't been doing nothing. That's what I'm trying to say. When I say the stuff he's been doing, I mean the stuff he hasn't been doing. I don't know. It is what it is, though. Oh, and if you guys join the Discord, like I said, just make sure it's free. But because I saw somebody in here join right now, but like this guy, I'm not sure who he is. Who is this man? This man is Invest Money. Oh, that's my man right here from earlier. Yeah, just go up here to gain access. Just click on this. It's just rules, because I just want you guys to be safe. And then you should have access to everything on here, my guy. What's up? And yeah, hopefully you guys bring some value to the Discord. Some people in there are quiet. I wish you guys would talk a little bit more, but it is what it is. It's not like a monthly fee or nothing. So I don't know. I think that's about to wrap up the video, unless you guys have any more questions or tickers. I love being live, but I don't want to diverge too much from people that watch Polestar. I tell you what, I could probably do another live stream and just talk about stocks in general, do the earnings thing like I said. I have plans to do that later, but I don't know. I don't want to leave y'all out here, but if nobody's done talking, I don't really have much to offer anymore. I think I've covered most of what I wanted to cover. I would just say check out the Unusual Wealth platform, take advantage of that link. I posted it up there, I pinned it, because I think you guys will find value just in the platform, but also the community. Oh, look, I got a little bit of clout. Let me check this out. Oh, no clout. But yeah, I think you would just take advantage of that link I posted. And yeah, just join the Unusual Wealth community. I think you guys will find value in it. And you guys can learn how to make trades. And yes, sir, just do what it is. And you guys can follow me on Twitter if you guys want. My goal right now is to get to 420. And yeah, I went live stream today. And I'll be posting some stuff in here. So if you guys want to talk to me on there, you can. But if we don't have anything else to do, I think I'm going to wrap up the video. I should be back when maybe tomorrow or maybe later tonight. Not exactly sure. Everybody's kind of quiet now. So let me just see. I'm gonna start closing tabs out. I'm gonna shut down for the day. If you guys have any last questions, put them in the comments. Else I'm just gonna close it up for y'all. Don't want to just be on some empty space. Yeah. So things to wrap up. Take a look at the economic stuff, the calendars. We pointed out a few important dates, right? That being the CPI data, which was brought to you by investmoney.com. Let's go. He's in the Discord now, so hopefully he's in there. And then also June 15th is the FOMC big event catalyst, so do that. And then to tie all that together with the market and Polestar, I would say we should have a pretty chill week this week and next week, hopefully. Well, this week for sure. Then the CPI data starts coming in, so that's when probably starts getting iffy. And then after FOMC is a more clear direction, I think, as far as the market. I'm thinking bullish till the end of Q3 or till the start of Q3, but you never know. I think commodities are going to be insane. Oil, just start looking at all that, because prices aren't going down, but the media wants to hide it and make it seem like it's under control, and I don't think it is. And then what's the last thing I want to cover? Oh yeah, so depending on the whole however FOMC and stuff goes, then that'll have an impact on, think, the merger price action movement, whatever you want to call it, the movement, the post-merger movement for Polestar. I think the market sentiment is going to affect how the outcome for that. And that's it, I think. You guys can follow me on Twitter if you guys are interested, and you guys can definitely check out the link for the unusual whales, and you guys can also check out the link for the Discord. I posted that in there too. And I think that's it. One more question. Is normal that the price is not moving after the news we just got? Yeah, I think so. Well, the price isn't moving because there's no volume, so it's just showing us that people aren't buying yet. So there's like catalysts that are supposed to move the stock but end up not moving it. Well, let me say that again. There's catalysts that like move the stock, and then there's catalysts that people don't care about. Surprisingly, I thought this would be a catalyst that moves the stock, but it could be that the catalyst wasn't what people wanted to hear, right? Because when they announced it, it's like, oh, well, now we have to wait another month. So it's not like, if they would have said like, yo, we merging next week, that thing would have just blown out, out of going back up to $13-15. But since I think the catalyst came in for like, yo, we're gonna do this next month, people have so much time. They want to figure out the market. They want to like do all this before they actually go in, with guns blazing, or however you say that. So yeah, I think it's the right catalyst. I just don't think it had the right timeline, and with the market, people won't have time to actually, still get a position and going in closer to more clear direction of the market. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's it, guys. Take a second and hit the like button for me. So that's all I ask out of you guys, so I can keep doing these videos for you guys, or these live streams. And subscribe if you guys want to join for the next one, or maybe I'll do a video. I try to do videos, but I was just feeling like a live stream today. Happy Memorial Day. Just chilling. I can go do some stuff now. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up the video. And if you guys have any questions or watching this later, just put it in the video. Just leave a comment, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. So definitely will do that. But that's gonna about wrap up the video. Check out the links and everything, and I hope you guys have a happy Memorial weekend, extra day to do some DD, do some research, whatever, or just take a day off from the market. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys know, as always, keep moving forward. I'm signing out. Peace.